This week on TGC News, Revolvers with a lisp, Russia gives zero f***s, and Massachusetts is back with another round of stupidity. TAC Pack offers some of the highest quality tactical and EDC gear in a monthly package shipped right to your door. They aren't focused on sending you a bunch of crap. They want to make sure that you get gear you will actually use, featuring things like knives, tourniquets, multi-tools, AR-15 parts, and survival gear. TAC Pack is bound to have gear that you're going to love. If you order right now, you can get either a free hat or a free multi-tool by using the code TGCHAT or TGCTool at tacpack.com. Welcome back to another episode of TGC News. My name is Jon Patton, and in case you missed it, I am giving away a chance for your kid to come shoot with Adam and me during a fundraising event for the local Boy Scout Council on October 7th at Lehigh Valley Sporting Clays here in Pennsylvania. The spot is actually worth $375, and you and your kid could win. Long story short, we want to hear how you are helping youth shooting. All you need to do is submit your story through videos, photos, or even text messages and show us what you're doing. The winner will be announced on September 14th on The Legal Brief. Now, this week's first story is about a company that makes some really nice revolvers, but has a hilarious name. Korth. I can't say it without sounding like I have a lisp and giggling like a schoolboy. Anyway, Korth has teamed up with Nighthawk Custom, one of the foremost high-end 1911 companies, to bring out a line of wheel guns. First up, the Skyhawk 9mm, which you can get with either a 2 or 3-inch barrel. They claim that unlike most other wheel guns designed for rimless cartridges, you do not need moon clips for this bad boy. I like the mix of black and silver finishes, and I really like the skeletonized trigger, but overall it's kind of a bit weird looking. Next up, the Mongoose 357, which is a fairly standard looking wheel gun. You can actually get this one with a 3, 4, 5 1/4, or 6-inch barrel, and you can also get a 9mm cylinder with the clipless release from the Skyhawk as an add-on. Then we get into the competition gun that they offer. The Super Sport 357 has all the bells and whistles. And rails. Long story short, everything is adjustable and super high quality as to be expected from a top-tier gun with the Nighthawk logo. And here's the catch. The Skyhawk starts at $1,699. The Mongoose starts at $3,499. The Super Sport starts at $4,799. Compare that to the Smith & Wesson Performance Center Competition 686 at $1,439 MSRP, and you start to wonder what the hell makes these wheel guns worth so much freaking money. Don't get me wrong here, I'm sure they're badass guns. I don't have any doubt in my mind about that, but is it worth that much more money than a Smith & Wesson? I'm interested to hear your opinion. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And meanwhile, in Russia news, Kalashnikov has opened a souvenir shop. Yay! It doesn't sound like a big deal, right? They're selling everything from t-shirts to camo jackets to phone covers and even some blank firing replicas of their rifles. And because I know you're going to ask, they go for about 34,500 rubles or about $533 for a top-of-the-line AK-74. And the one that is set up to fire blanks goes for about $428. Besides the rifles, they have some pistols and even some fake suppressors. So what, John? It's not like they opened it at the freaking airport. Oh my God, they opened it at the airport. Yep, Kalashnikov threw every they had into the wind and opened a store at the Moscow airport that sells replica guns. I can hear the excitement of the TSA from here. Excuse me, sir, step out of line. Oh, he gonna get it. I can't even fathom something like this in a U.S. airport right now. We're not even allowed to have a laptop in the same bag as something else at the TSA checkpoint. Can you imagine rolling through the airport with a fake AK? Russia never ceases to amaze me with their ironclad balls. It's amazing. And to be honest, I want one that fires blanks, but with the trade embargo, that's not going to happen. Maura Healey, the Attorney General of Massachusetts and General A-hole, is back at it again. My video on the Massachusetts gun law enforcement changes struck a chord with you guys since it was posted about a month ago, and the hate for that woman is real, and it's about to get worse. The complaints about the confusion from her previous changes were numerous, and in order to correct that, she confused even more people with more Clarification. Here's the breakdown. The following guns are exempt from being called assault weapons: any handgun on the current approved firearms roster, any .22 caliber rifle, any Ruger Mini 14 or substantially similar weapon, any of the rifles or shotguns mentioned under the 1994 assault weapons ban list, weapons operated by manual pump, bolt, lever, or slide action, antiques, relics, or theatrical props, semi-auto rifles that can't accept a mag that holds more than 5 rounds, and semi-auto shotguns that can't accept a mag that holds more than 5 rounds. So all that for what? Do they genuinely think they're saving lives here? Is that what this is all about? Is this about that classic illusion of safety? And on top of that, what the hell does substantially similar even mean when it comes to rifles? If the Ruger Mini 14 is fine, then why isn't a different semi-auto fine? How can someone be in compliance with the law if the law is Swiss cheese with loopholes and confusion? This, boys and girls, is what we call death by 1,000 paper cuts. This is the same reason so many people didn't want to get into suppressors for such a long time. They didn't understand what was or was not legal, and now that education has become important to that part of the industry, more people are getting them. In this case, even with education, I'm not sure anything short of a sweeping vote that relieves these morons from their jobs would save Massachusetts right now. Now, while you're trying to contain the hate, be sure to watch this next message from a new TGC supporter and stick around for a friendly fire question about trading guns. The DD5 16-inch 308 rifle from Daniel Defense features advancements like dual 5.56 ejectors, a unique flanged barrel extension that does away with the need for a barrel nut, a flared magwell for SR25 mags, an ambi safety, an internal detent charging handle, and combines all these things with DD's cold hammer-forged barrels, a Geissele SSA, a 15-inch keymod rail, and it comes in all under 8.5 pounds. To learn more about the DD5, click the link down in the description or head over to danieldefense.com. This week's friendly fire question is from Seth Chapman on the TGC Facebook page, and he asks, would you be willing to sell or trade one of your guns in order to get that newest firearm that interests you? Let me give you a little peek into my head. In order for a gun to still be in my collection, it has to fill a purpose or unique role that none of the others do. The exception to that would be guns for work stuff like promotions and not a review segments, but that's different. So that being said, whatever the new gun happens to be would have to be way better than a gun I already have in that role. Otherwise, I would just add it into the collection if it fills a new role. It's actually really rare for me to sell or trade a gun these days because I just don't buy stuff I know I won't enjoy. Speaking of that, I'm working towards bringing you guys videos of every single gun I have on hand. It's going to be a while, so stick with me, but it's going to be good, I promise. My friendly fire question to you guys this week isn't a question. We're going to play some word association. When I say 20 gauge, you say... Post your answer down in the comments. If you want your question answered right here on TGC News, you can post that on facebook.com/The Gun Collective. You can send it to me on Snapchat or post it on Instagram and tag me. And boys and girls, that is it for this week's show. You know what to do if you enjoyed the episode. Hit that like button and share it with your friends. If you didn't, let me know down in the comments so we can talk about it. Do not forget to get subscribed. You won't want to miss a single week of the show. And as always, thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. The shirts worn in today's episode of TGC News were provided by Patriot Patch Company. Click the link in the description to learn more.